Welcome to the Hardcore Closer Podcast. I'm Ryan Stewman, founder of HardcoreCloser.com, and this podcast is all about helping you, the salesperson, close more sales. And look, whether you're selling cars, homes, financial services, consulting, whatever it is that you sell, this podcast is dedicated to help you generate higher quality leads, increase your closing ratios, and show you how to charge premium fees for the items you sell so you can get paid what you're worth. What up, Closer Nation? Episode number 86 of the Hardcore Closer Podcast, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're a first timer, be sure to check out the previous episodes and do us all a favor and leave the show a review on iTunes. It helps out a ton. See, here's the thing. I have this plan. I'm going to repeat this every episode. First of all, if this is your first time here, there's at least 85 other episodes as well. But every week I'm going to repeat this monologue. It's an intentional and it's purpose because I'm just like the media repeating their lies. Eventually you'll buy into it, right? So I'm going to reach 300 million salespeople. That's my goal. And I don't fuck goals up. I reached 110 million this year. And so I'm well on my way. And I need your help. I can't get to 300 doing 110 million people stuff. And this is where you come in. Go into sites like YouTube and iTunes and the podcast and SoundCloud and Stitcher or wherever that you listen to this and leave a review. It helps out. It gets me more listens. It gets me more exposure. It puts this show in front of salespeople. And as you know, each week, consistently, for 86 weeks now, I've come on here and delivered solid value to you. It's like a mini training course, every one of these episodes. I don't ask you for money. I don't ask you to donate to the show. Hell, I don't even pitch you that hard, except for my one advertisement first show. All I ask is that you leave me a review. So get off your ass and leave me a review. Like Bobby Styles here. Now, first of all, that's a cool ass name. And then this says 5 stars, keeping it real. So I feel like keeping it real with Bobby Styles should be like an internet show. It's like, hi, I'm Bobby Styles here. We're going to talk about keeping it real today. Today, I'll show you how to keep it real. My man, Ryan Stewman. Anyway, that's not what this says at all, but keeping it real, Bobby Styles. It just sounds fun. I wish my name was Bobby Styles. It just sounds cool. It's like, hey, what's your name? Bobby Styles. I work in sales. Oh, I'm sold. What are you selling? So right here, it says Ryan's passion and realness is refreshing and motivating. I have seen my numbers increase in both closes and paychecks. That's what I'm talking about. Woo-hoo. I listen to podcast number 40 before each appointment. Smoke screens and objections are nothing but trial closes on the buyer's end. I'm the closer in this meeting, prospect recognized. Thank you, Ryan. That's awesome, man. First, Bobby Styles, cool last name. And that's a great review. I'll read yours on the air. I'll read a pitch for your business, a blatant sales pitch for your business. Just leave me a damn review on here. But before we jump into the episode, and I'm officially done telling you to leave me reviews. Before we jump into the episode, 2 things. A, I've got another podcast on YouTube. You can check out the YouTube American Entourage, or you can go to AmericanEntourage.com. It is not business, not sales, but bullshit, really. I mean, that's what it is. It's just me and my homies bullshitting. And it's always really good stuff. It's well produced. And it's a video podcast, so you can watch us bullshit in the studio up on Facebook. So make sure you check that out. The second thing is, if you're a salesperson, that this time of year, right? At the time of recording this, we're in the middle of October, and typically in like real estate, mortgages, roofing sales, all those kind of things, the market slows down this time of year. Lawn care, spraying for insects, all that stuff. This is a slow time of the year for that. It's a busy time if you're in benefits and insurance, and the summer is a slow time. So sales has cycles. And, you know, there was a post inside our Sales Talk with Sales Pros Facebook group, which, by the way, if you're not in there, it's salestalkgroup.com. You can sign up. But inside there was somebody mentioning how 1 month they made $100,000. And I think, well, why wouldn't you do that every month? Why would you have made $100,000 back in 2005 in 1 month and not repeated that process? You know, that's that force of average. Somebody steps out, makes a great amount of income, and life sucks them back into an average income. You know, when I was hanging out with Ken Shamrock last week, he was telling me the first time that he signed a fight contract, the dude pulled out 30 stacks on him. And he's like, boom, 30 stacks to sign this contract. And Ken's like, you know, fuck, that was a lot of money to me. He's like, that might as well have been $1 million until I realized that that was 30 grand that day, but it had to last me a year, and that wasn't shit. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They make, big commissions 1 month, big commissions during the summer, and then spend their money on bottle service and hookers and blow, and then they're broke as hell in the winter seasons. But I have an opportunity for you that never goes away. I have an opportunity for you to make money on the side. It's not multi-level marketing. It's not go get two people who knows two people, and then those two people might know two people, and then we take two people with an upside down pizza pyramid scheme. None of that stuff, right? I've got my site set, and it's already working. I've already got people that are doing this as full time. It's already surpassed their full time job. They're doing this full time. They're making 20 and 50 grand a month. But there's an opportunity. We're in a new bubble, right? We're in a new .com bubble. And there's opportunity all around us. And most people don't know about it yet because it's still early on. But old school websites are going to the wayside. There's no need for an old school website anymore. An old school website is something that says, hi, here is our address and our contact information and what we offer. And these days, the way that the internet works is the internet is a reactive place, meaning that you're always soliciting people, right? And a website's not soliciting, it's offering information. That's not powerful enough to maintain any kind of long-term lead generation online, because that's what a website's for. It's not to display yourself. It's not a billboard. It's to generate leads. And so there's these new websites called sales funnels, and they're not necessarily new. They've been around for about 8 years, but they're just now starting to catch big momentum. Mainstream businesses are starting to realize that these websites, these sales funnels, are what every business needs. They've been featured on The Profit on CNBC. There's large, multiple thousand person conferences every year. Places like HubSpot and their inbound conference has 20,000 people talking about sales funnels. And so I want you to think about this new .com bubble that's going on out there. But the problem is the people who make these sales websites, these sales funnels, they have zero sales skills. They can write good copy. They can put a series of websites together. But actually talking to someone and getting them to buy it is a whole different game. So there's a huge void in the marketplace. You've got all these brilliant technology sales funnel designers and nobody to sell those beautiful, brilliantly designed sales funnels to the business owners that could use them to get more business. And you think about that, like you help a business get more business. They have happier customers. They hire more people. They get more employees. They expand. They get raises. Their quality of life goes up. Their clients' quality of life goes up. It's just a massive karmatic tidal wave of awesomeness. And so there's this void of these awesome website designers that can capture leads and grow businesses, and then people that can actually sell it to the businesses. And the businesses know they need a better website. Like 9 out of 10 business owners, if you ask them if they're happy with their website, they're going to tell you no. It's wide the fuck open, ladies and gentlemen. Money everywhere. I just dumped a big bag of fucking hundreds right out in front of you. You just got to do a little work to be able to pick them up. Starts off by going to funnelcloser.com. Funnelcloser.com. Head over there. And at funnelcloser.com, you get registered for the webinar. And over the course of about 45 minutes to an hour, I'm going to teach you how that you can profit from this .com bubble with with little investment. And you can jump right into this thing. You don't have the huge overhead. I've done most of the legwork for you. And I'll show you how you can make $2,000 to $5,000 per sale, even more if you want. I just have a sale that we did that I got paid $8,000 in commissions on. So that's a pretty damn good feeling. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Burn? So head over to funnelcloser.com. Check that out. So let's jump into the episode. We're going to talk about 5 ways anyone can close sales with Facebook Live. But first, let's talk about Facebook Live for a minute. When Facebook launched Facebook Live, they brought it out, and it was for people with mentions only. And mentions is this app for celebrities. And they just actually gave me access to it yesterday, finally, but they still haven't verified my profile. Not that I give a shit, but I'm just saying, if you're listening, you work for Facebook, hook a brother up, Anyway, Facebook Live was something that was only available to celebrities, and then they rolled it out to us common folks. And some people abuse it, right? Because we know that Facebook will pop up, the Facebook Live little video or whatever will pop up in the corner of your app and on your screen. Will let you know that, like, you know, hardcore closers going live. And some people, you see that shit every day, and you're like, what the fuck does this motherfucker have to say today? And I get it. Some people, you know, they use live videos instead of posting and stuff like that. I'm a reader, so I would rather read shit than watch a video. That's just how I am. I've trained myself to be that way. I'm an odd duck like that, but I would rather read than listen to a voicemail or whatever, because I don't like noise. And videos and voice, that's noise. Whereas if I'm reading something, it's my voice in my head, and it's silent. And I don't like noise. I'm just saying, this fucking world is noisy as shit. I got kids. I got a wife. I got an office next to a fucking freeway. I got employees. This fucking world is full of noise. So if I can reduce the amount of noise in my life by reading things as opposed to watch videos, I will. However, most people are the exact opposite. Most people love videos and they hate reading, right? Reading is like kryptonite to stupid people. And so most people, they hate reading. They'd rather watch video. Well, here's the thing. Facebook's got two reasons for the Facebook Live being as popular as it is. Because Facebook, if you go live on Facebook, that is the most reach you will get out of anything. More than a video, more than a post, more than a picture, more than some words, more than a link. I mean, the Facebook Live is the most reach you will get on Facebook for free. And there's a couple of reasons Facebook likes the live feature. A, Facebook is recording everything around you when you stream live. Your location, the room, the interior layout of the building you're in. Like, make no mistake about it, they are mapping the world. That's why they bought Instagram. And it's not a conspiracy. It's just that, you know, satellites from space, everybody's personal camera from right here inside the planet. It's pretty easy to map the whole place before long. Why do you think our GPS shit works so well? The next thing is they're gathering data on you. So they're gathering information, what words you use, what people that you interact with, what things you say that people start liking. They have this artificial intelligence software that's analyzing all of that. And now they're going to use these live videos and the data to be able to adjust this augmented reality they're bringing. And I, for one, am not a huge fan of the Snapchat filters. You know, thank God that really wasn't out there when I was dating. And, you know, you think this person's very good looking, and then you meet them in person, you're like, oh, shit, you look nothing like that. I had this happen to me once. It was not with the Snapchat filters, but I was doing this TV show in Arizona. And I'm swiping through Tinder or whatever dating app that I was using there to try to find somebody to go out on a date with me so that I could have a date for the video that we were recording. So there was this pretty brunette chick, you know, that I scrolled. We matched up, sent messages like, hey, I'm in town. I need a date for this video shoot. Put on some nice shoes and stuff and meet me at this place, you know. And it's very, very important. Soon to close, ladies and gentlemen. And so she showed up, and she had used some kind of smoothing app on the picture, because when she showed up, man, she looked like, she looked like somebody put her face out with an ice pick after it was on fire. And it was fucked up, man. It was like, it looked like she had a bad case of the measles or something. I don't know what the fuck was going on there, right? She had some foundation issues. Need 4 or 5 piers on each corner of the house. You dig what I'm saying? Like, she had lied to me in the picture, and that's what I'm saying. That's wrong. Because then I had to hurt her feelings, and I wasn't an asshole about it. I had somebody else be an asshole. I told one of the directors to run her off. But the fucking problem was, she wasn't in reality who she pretended to be in this other reality, which was this dating app. She didn't look the same. And so, but had she been herself, there's some dudes will fuck anything. So had she just been herself, some dude would have swiped right and been more than happy to fucking catch the measles right along with her, right? He would have just measled on the fuck up, man. Give her the mumps too, if that's what you got. But instead, people trying to escape reality. But that's what most people do. Oh, here we go on a tangent. That's what most people do anyway, right? They're just trying to fucking escape reality. They don't like how they look. They don't like how they feel. They don't like their job. They don't like the car they drive. They don't like the clothes they wear. We are just some unhappy motherfuckers by nature. And the fucking problem is the media, right? The media tells you You wake up in the morning and go to sleep at night, you're probably a fucking weirdo, right? I mean, that's the drug commercials we watch that the media is fucking just taking money from and pushing out there. We watch, the media talk about the president, talk about snowflakes, and talk about white nationalists. And we watch the governor of Florida declare a state of emergency over some dude speaking. I mean, this is just like, we're all unhappy because it's a bunch of fucking retardedness all around us. I don't give a fuck if you like that word or not. That's what's going on. I was explaining to my man, Pat, the 80-20 rule. 80% of people are shitbags. I don't give a fuck if you agree with that or not. Look around. Why is traffic caused? Traffic's not caused by 20% of the people. It's caused by 80% of the people. 80% of the people are shitbags, man. So you take any given moment, any area that you're surrounded with, and 80% of those people are terrible decision makers. Way below the fucking curve like us. They're not listening to shows like this. And so anyway, now back to my story, how I got off on this tangent, is this augmented reality is what Facebook's really making this push for. And they're learning how to put people in this augmented reality based on where we're shooting these live videos. And there's a big push for this augmented reality right now. So there's a big push for you to do live videos. Okay. And I don't really like augmented reality because I don't want to be a cartoon character. I like myself. If I don't like the way I look, I just go do something about it, right? Go work out or go on a diet or whatever the hell. I got a little overweight earlier this year. I had to lose it. Didn't like the way I look, had to lose it. But a lot of people, they hide behind these things. We see the girls of Instagram, they love those filters. Snapchat, they love those little ears, make their eyes look a little bit bigger, their cheeks look. Then you meet them in real life, it ain't the same thing. But right now, we have Facebook Live. And luckily for us, Facebook is letting us push it up. Now, let's talk about some real shit real quick about video, though. Then we'll get into the our usual 5 things. The number one fear in America is public speaking, right? Like, people are scared to get up in front of people and talk because if you talk, you're giving an opinion. If you're giving an opinion, you're giving you're taking a stance on something. You're taking a stance on something. You're willing to be judged. Willing to be judged on something. You could be wrong, and people hate being fucking wrong, and people hate looking stupid in front of other people. You know why? Because it goes back to the 80% shitbag rule. Because 80% of the people running around this motherfucker are terrible decision making, retarded morons. You'd be like, Stewman's a little angry this morning, but look, I sat in traffic this morning. I had to go take the McLaren to the shop, and you don't realize how stupid people are. But then you realize why augmented reality is going to be a big deal, because these motherfuckers can't function in this reality. So back to public speaking. So most people are stupid. They don't want the world to know that they're stupid, so they're scared to death to speak in public. We have ISIS, neo-Nazis, bears, lions, tigers, snakes, threat of a nuclear war with Kim Jong-un. But people are scared of public speaking. And so think about that. Video is one of the most authoritative ways to become a public speaker. I built most of my career up from videos. They wouldn't let me speak on the stages of conferences long ago. I was never cool enough. I never sucked enough fucking internet guru dick to really get up there, and so I had to just make my own home movies. But that's how I gained authority, because here's what I know about videos. Videos create instant authority and celebrity status, because all of our lives we've been sat in front of a TV and we've been told whoever's on that TV is important. Now, most of the TVs we watch are in the palm of our hands versus sitting on a nightstand. And so when you make a video and you show up on that TV that's in the palm of their hand, aka the iPhone, the Android, whatever the case may be, then all of a sudden you become the authority, because all their lives, the things that are on the video have been something that's important. So now you become important. It's a brain hack. We're biohacking evolution here by getting in front of people on video. It's very influential. But when you get in front of people on video, then what do? Right? This is where most people fail. They say, okay, I want to make videos, Ryan, but I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Is there a proper process? How do I keep from looking like a moron? And so that's what I'll help you with. The first thing that you need when you do Facebook Live is a bold headline, right? You need to title the movie. It's going to ask you to title the movie. You need to make that something like I call outrageous headlines. You need to make that something that's outrageous. You know, like one of the last ones I did has like 20,000 views on it organically without me paying for any views or boosting it or anything. It says, you've been lied to, happily ever after is bullshit. See, that's a bold title. You're scrolling Facebook, it says, you've been lied to, happily ever after is bullshit. You're going to be like, oh, what's this all about? Happily ever after is bullshit. That's a bold claim. And so the first sale is to get them to read the title of the video. If they're at work, scrolling their iPhone, and your video pops up, and it says, in the headline, something redundant, like how to get a 30-year mortgage. Like nobody gives two fucks about it. But if your headline's something like secret that the banks are ripping, the secret way the banks are ripping you off and what you can do about it. Oh shit, the banks are ripping us off. They're all fucking pranksters, those fucking banking bastards, right? Like you'll watch that shit. Could be the same subject, could be teaching the same shit. It's the headline that matters. They say don't judge a book by its cover. How the fuck else are you going to figure out if you want to read a book or not? We going to read the book to know if you want to read the book? That's the fucking stupidest saying ever. They say don't judge a book by its cover. If the cover sucks, I ain't reading the motherfucker. You know who said that? People with shitty book covers. That's who fucking started that rumor. And they were book people who wrote books, so they were smart, so they made it stick, those evil bastards. But how else are you going to know how to read a book without judging it by its cover and its title? Same with these videos, right? So keep that in mind. They're going to judge it by the title where they want to watch it. Then once you get them on there, so that's number one, you need a bold title. Number two, once you get them on there, you need to ask questions. That's important. The key to engagement is asking questions because you want people commenting on your video. You want people hitting the like button. So you want to say, hey, hit the like button if this is for you. Hit the like button if you like that. Give me some love. Share this if you dig it. Share it if you know somebody. Leave a comment. Ask them a question. So what do you think about this? How would you go about doing it? What should I do next time? Like, let them give their opinions on that live video and then engage with them, right? It's like, oh, check it out. Brian in Texas. Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. He says I should do X, Y, Z. That's what I'm talking about, Brian. What do y'all think about Brian's thing? And get them talking. This is how you get 200, 300, 400 comments. This is how you get 500, 600 likes. This is how you get people engaged, right? What you know about Wingstop? Just had to throw that in there. If you ever heard that song, I know that like sounded very Tourette-esque, but there's a reason about that. I started sounding like Chris Rock in the beginning of Rivals and Idols in the back of my head. Idols become rivals. It's a Rick Ross song. Anyway, it got stuck in my head. It just kind of came out. It's very, very Tourette's-like. Anyway, so back to the thing here. When you've got people on there, this is how you want to get massive amounts of engagement is by asking them questions and then getting them to answer and then saying, well, what do y'all think about this? Like, get the conversation started on your profile, on your video. Because I will tell you this, a video's fucking useless if nobody sees it. But if a bunch of people are engaging and answering questions and stuff like that on there, that changes everything. Number three, ask for the engagement. You know, tell people, hey, ask them to hit the like button. Hey, if you like that, hit the like button. If you would, please share this right now. Hey, would you guys mind hitting the like button? Give me some thumbs up. Give me some smiley faces. Right? Ask them for reaction. Hey, if you like what Chad said, make sure you hit like on his comment. Help me grow this, man. Hit me some likes. Give me some likes so your friends and family see that we're on here because we're going to change some lives on this video today. Go ahead and give me some likes. You give me some love. Ask for the engagement. You know, a lot of people get on Facebook Live video and they just start spouting out shit. And then they're like, well, I only got like 200 views and nobody left a comment. You got to get them in there, get them engaged, get to talking to them. That's what the live video is. Number four, you need to keep their attention. So a headline alone is not enough to keep their attention. You can't have headline, how the banks are ripping you off and the one thing that you can do about it. And you're like, okay, so how the bond market works is you have percentage on this side that comes from Wall Street to protect the security treasury bonds, and then these treasury bonds are a direct reflection of how the interest rate works, and really it has nothing to do. You can't do all that. That shit's boring, and they will leave you in a heartbeat. You have to position it right, storytelling mode with lots of questions. Hey, do you know how the bank makes money? Right? Well, if they're not charging you to keep your money every month, then how do you think they're making money, right? Let's see some answers in the comments here. Go ahead. Let's see some answers. How do you think the banks are actually making money? What do you think the most profitable portion of the banking system is, right? Somebody leave a comment there. Start asking for that engagement and keep their attention, right? Like if we're asking them for things, if we're getting them, if we're keeping their attention, right, then we're getting them to engage on there. We're getting them to ask questions. And I like to tell a story. So instead of talking about the treasury bonds, it's like years ago, these secret elite Illuminati fucks joined together at this place called Jekyll Island. They put together the entire banking system. Anybody ever heard of Jekyll Island? Hit the like button if you know about Jekyll Island. If you know what state Jekyll Island's in, then leave it in the comments. You see, I'm keeping their attention. I'm engaging them the entire time. It's just like a classroom. In classroom, who knows the answer to this? All the kids raise their hands. It's the same thing in this. And number 5, the most important part, but really I shouldn't say the most important part. The only part that you have a chance of making money from is this part, but they're all equally important. But number 5, call them to action. So most people just do a live video. They don't ask questions. They don't ask engagement, and they don't call them to action. And they're like, well, this live video did me no good. I got video views on it, but it did me no good. You have to have a call to action. You have to have a what's next, right? And at the end of the video, it works like this. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to learn more about how to protect yourself from the bank the next time you get a mortgage, then simply click the link next to this video and fill out your information, and we'll be in touch. If you don't have a link to a website, first of all, you're crazy. But let's say you don't have a funnel and you don't have a link to a website. It's like, hey, here's my phone number. If you'd like to talk about this, give you a free consultation, send a text or send an email. But you have to call them to action. It's never, hey, thanks for watching my video. Deuces. That's not it. It's, by the way, if you want some more of this fucking good shit, the first hit's for free, but the next time you see me, you better have 20 G. That's some Master P lyrics for y'all. Then you got to call them back in. You got to call them to action. We want them to keep doing stuff. We are trial closing until we get that credit card, ladies and gentlemen, and clicking the link, taking the next step is a huge part of that. So let me go over the recap real quick. Number 1, you need a bold title. It's a bold move, Cotton. You need a bold title, and you need something that stands out. How to get a 30-year mortgage is boring. How to keep from getting ripped off by the evil banking regime, that's fucking powerful. Number 2, ask questions. Get people to comment, and then ask questions on top of their questions. Get people talking and leaving comments and all that stuff there. Number 3, ask for engagement. Ask people to like the shit. I like tell people to engage. But ask for the engagement. Get people, hey, if you like that, give me a heart. If you enjoyed that, share it. If you think that's true, hit like on James's comment. Number 4, keep their attention. And really that's by tying 3 and 2 together. Keep asking them questions. Keep telling a story. Don't be educational, be entertainment value. And then number 5, give them a call to action. Send them a link. Get them to go somewhere. Now, here's the thing. I've got a new book coming out real soon, y'all. It's like just a couple of days away from being uploaded to Amazon and me getting the first edition. But until that comes out, I've got a few more Elevator to the Tops to give away. So head over to elevatortothetop.com and grab a free copy of my best-selling sales book. And you're going to love it, elevatortothetop.com. It's a powerful, powerful book. There's lots of people tell me that book has changed the way that they do sales and made them a shit ton of money. And make sure you also go over to AmericanEntourage.com. Check out the other side, the lighter side of the hardcore closer and all the crazy shit that we talk about over there. It's fucking hilarious. You're going to love it. So until next week, see you then.